Pack. What's good? It's your boy FICO Jordan. Where my dogs at?
What's good?
What's good, bro? How's it going,
Brother?
Fico?
Yo, what's good?
What's
Yo.
good? We got the homie Cam G back with us, Mr. Wealthy Soon. How you doing, Brody?
Yes, sir.
Well, feel
Get
good
it.
to be back, ready to, get back to making some chicken.
Man, absolutely. Look, it's gonna be a pretty quick watch list call, ladies and gentlemen. You know how we get down. Just real briefly. Since CNBC has everybody thinking that the sky is falling, the past 2 weeks the S&P 500 has been down 4.25% from its high to its current close of the previous week. Elon Musk sold off some more shares, and there is a global shortage of chicken tenders. How y'all feel about how things is moving on right now?
Man, them chicken tenders is a big deal, man.
Yo, I knew that and I didn't even
Yeah,
know
man,
that.
you
I
gotta.
tried to go get some the other day and it was like, nah,
It makes
it's not
sense because
bone.
the Tyson chicken charts look fire.
Everybody
Hey, you
likes chicken.
said that,
Like
bro.
it's
You
one of
brought that
those
up last
things,
night
and
when we was
it's a
charting.
problem. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. It's a real
Hey,
thing.
me and Fico
I
was
know a
looking at
little girl.
charts
She says
last
she's
night.
vegan. One of my people's daughters. She says she's vegan, right? You try to give her a pizza, and she gonna say, "Oh, that's pepperoni. That's." She said that's meat, but she still eat chicken. She thinks she's vegan, but she like chicken tenders. So I don't know.
I just want to know how these random different parts of the chicken keep becoming unavailable.
Just wings and
Yeah, I
and,
don't.
and titty implants. I don't know where
I
this is
mean,
coming
why
from.
not the whole
We need
chicken? Isn't it
thigh
just
stop.
Yeah, I don't.
Right, we need
Yeah, I don't
thighs.
know.
That's them double breast chicken.
But we had a pullback, healthy pullback. You know what I'm saying, occur in the market. I know a lot of people were afraid because in the last year, the S&P, sorry, not the last year, but since 2020, on the month we haven't had the chart look like this potential setup since we had the fallout at the beginning of the pandemic. So a lot of TA traders is like, oh, it's the end of the world. Like we gonna end up where S&P is gonna end up seeing somewhere around like 44, 26, 36 or something like that as far as the low of that previous three on that outside bar that occurred in October. Yeah, that's not going to happen. I don't think they remotely understand that it takes a cataclysmic like global catastrophe in order for things to do what they did. But because of interest rates and things like that, 2018 looks to be very familiar in terms of the market looking like this before. And I think very quickly it dropped maybe like 24%, but it took like 3 months or something like that to recover. We are in a completely different market right now. And just to kind of jump straight into things, you know how we get down? We're going to go ahead and take a look at these sectors real quick. Boss Game VIP is going to give us that market outlook, and then we're going to hit you with this watch list. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Let's see. All right. As far as the sectors are concerned, obviously everything is looking really, really bloody right now. We have full time frame continuity to the downside on materials, full time frame continuity to the downside on on XLC. Now we are dealing with the macros. We're talking about day, week, and month. We have full time frame continuity to the downside on energy. Same thing with financials. We are looking the same right now for industrials, though, if you pay attention to the way industrials finished on the week, the day, look at that month, it has been moving pretty sideways if you're looking on the macro time frame as far as the month is concerned. And it is looking like a hammer, like it's trying to flip continuity back um, into being green. So you get a new green day, green week, potentially turning the month back green. Looking like some money potentially coming over there. Now, tech, as far as XLK is concerned, things not looking as good. We do have full time frame continuity after a 3-2 flip on the week. Back to the downside, not really getting bought up in that manner. Staples, though, something sector that I'm really, really high on going into this week. And you'll see here whenever these our plays are brought out, it has a little conflict, but you're setting up a 2-2 reversal on the week, a deep reversal with a lot of magnitude back to the upside on Staples. You had a green day, red week, green month, and it is a hammer looking like it's two down, looking like it wants to go outside of that range. Real estate, setting up something similar, double inside day. It is full time frame continuity to the downside, but looking like it wants to break up to the upside to take out that 49.20 and hit that all-time high. XLU, similar, but it has full time frame continuity to the upside. XLV right now, month is trying to figure out what it wants to do. It is green, it is 2 down. Now, if you can get this flip after a 2-2 day and go green on the week, you'll have full time frame continuity back to the upside on healthcare. And then you can look at discretionary and see the money coming out. If you look at these charts, the way that we are showing them, and looking at higher time frames, you can literally see where their money is leaving and where it is going. So because you're getting such a high sell-off or profit taking in tech, they're moving their money into something else. And since the market, especially the S&P 500, is heavily weighted in tech, this is what is pulling the market down. Boss Gang VIP, what do you have for us in terms of what the market is looking like going into this first full week of December?
Yeah, man, I'm super excited. So as you mentioned, we haven't had this kind of opportunity in the market, and a lot of people refer to these corrections, pullbacks, whatever you want to call it. But in my mind, I like to think of these things as opportunities to buy things at discounts. We know institutions like the things that have value, things that are going to be stable, things that they believe will provide and value to investors over time. So we saw a lot of rotations into XLP. We are coming into XLP season. They're going to have earnings. A lot of these dividend payouts are going to come, and there's going to be a lot of shopping going on, which is pretty cool. So there's definitely a lot of value there. I'll continue to stress the semiconductors going forward. There is tons of opportunities there. Right now, there is a lot of fear in the market. And as we know, as investors and traders, we want to buy when the markets are fearful. Going into the week of December 6th, Monday, typically we get these spike ups a lot of times and a lot of volatility. So we'll just be cautious on Monday. But we're looking for an actual historical pop in NASDAQ, which is crazy. So through the week, we expect it to be bullish. Overall, small cap strength, as I mentioned last week, starts in the middle of December. So look for a pickup in a lot of the small cap. And just going forward through the season into what some people call quad witching, that the almanac refers to as triple witching. We are actually bullish. This is when institutions will analyze their portfolios and take new positions for the year, new yearly contracts, new 3-month and 6-month contracts as well. So I'm excited. There's a lot of opportunities to go long on these positions. So definitely want to take advantage of it because stocks do go up. Back to you, FICA.
That's what's up. Thank you for that, Boss Gang. So one of the things I kind of want to point out that I'm really bullish on right now is XLP. We have a few of favorite stocks that are in that sector. When you look over right now, you notice that it is green on the month, as I stated before, and has a 2-2 reversal. Deep buy-up pressure came on this past week after a 2-1-2 reversal on the day. I'm not going to go particularly directly into like the stock setup that I'm looking at. One we're already in because of Boss Gang VIP, which is Walmart. Another that you'll hear Mr. Check My Resume talk about is one that we found last night while we were charting. I believe he was already on it. I was running through my scans, seen it, like, yo, you seen this chart? And yes, it is absolute fire. Now, if the market tends to base out here, you're going to need to, this is the reason why we're looking where the money resides. Puts came very easy last week. Yes. But the stocks that are getting beat up, if you think like an investor, you're going to understand that to get these long plays, like you've seen that we were able to take advantage of over the last 19 weeks, that in order to hit, 1,000% plus, not have to worry being able to put time, you're going to want things that are actually beaten down, that they're going to find value in order to take them to a higher range. So that's what we're looking at right now whenever it comes to XLP. To get straight into it, Mr. Wealthy Soon, if you're available, my guy, we could jump straight into your watch list. We know the people miss you. What you got for us this week, bro?
Yo, what's good, family? So I only got 3 things on my list this week, just falling in step with, XLP looking how it's looking. So first thing I got on my list is CL. I'm liking this potential like double bottom on the week. So I'm looking at that. Another thing that I am watching closely is MO. I'm watching the week. I like the hammer on the week, even though it didn't close green, because there still is some strength in XLP. I'm going to continue to keep my eyes on it. Now, the stock that I have the most confidence in at the current moment is going to be PM. I do like that 2-2 rev on the week, and this will actually dead end with a green hammer. So I see some nice magnitude on here, and yeah, I'll hop in on that 2-2 rev on the week. And really, that's all I got. I got a real focused list. I'm gonna throw that thing back to FICO.
Hey, them is absolute fire setups, bro. Actionable signals all the way across the board, bro. Appreciate that. Boss Gang VIP, my guy, boy. Hey, when they talking about, what I'm saying, wanting they looking for the low hanging fruit as far as the day trades. You still smacking on the hundos as well over got time on them with no panic. Why these mans they getting shaken out of their boots, bro? They don't understand the market. What you got for them this week?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. We in the money. You in the pack. Actually gave four trade alerts. 4 trade alerts in the red market. Actually entered DD puts, right? Pretty low hanging fruit with the delisting news. Pretty easy. Got the Walmart runs. AT&T. We put AT&T alert. So being in the pack is good. We're all green. We're all good. We got a ton of time on a lot of these contracts that are really inexpensive. So I'm gonna just stick to what I've been doing. Stick to where I believe the money is going to reside. Stick to the value. Something we've been in. Vail, as Charlie, as Chuck would say, valet. This is pretty easy right here. Love this setup on Vail. We have an entry pretty easy over $13.18. Again, this is something undervalued. Going to give you some time. Nothing with space and opportunity. So do not sell yourself short. If you find an opportunity to take a weekly or a shorter term trade, definitely don't be afraid to take advantage of that. But we like to get what we call in the pack combo meals, and that just means that we're getting ourselves time on these contracts. Sometimes 2023s and 2024s, as we know, these are going to go up over time. And then when we start to get bullish activity going in our favor, we can take some shorter term contracts and capitalize on those. So definitely high on Vail, materials, iron ore futures with the 11/11 expirations were up crazy. So I'm definitely high on Vail. Walmart, we got an entry at 137.88 on Walmart. This is one I actually was able to get some time on, as well as a weekly trade. So I was able to day trade Walmart 0 day, made about 175% on that trade. And I'm looking to potentially get another weekly position going into next week, but we have the long positions out till January and beyond. The next one I'm going to be looking at in the semiconductors, TSM. I'm actually probably interested in maybe taking some early entries on this, but the actual entry I'm going to give you guys on TSM is above the 123.54 level. Semiconductors, with the value on these, I like to mention that semiconductors are their own thing, and the only way that you can kind of like value semiconductors is as compared to other semiconductors, because semiconductors aren't going anywhere. So yeah, I'm definitely liking TSM. If TSM gets to going, this will definitely be one of my favorites. AT&T, we're in AT&T. Just want to give some quick levels on AT&T. We're looking at entries at 23.53. So there are a lot of people who went long on that. Pretty good dividends coming up. That should be pretty good. 5G play. There looks to be a lot of money flowing into AT&T. Super strong. The value's there. Dividend. There was a mention of it lowering, and then I read a report up today. I believe it was about 72 cents or something, unchanged or something like that, which is pretty cool. So a lot of value there with AT&T back to the upside. Another one that's going to follow along, sympathy play. Verizon has a beautiful setup as well. A lot of short PMG stops, the kind of stuff that I like to look at on the month. So tons of magnitude on Verizon, beautiful setups, and also I'm in AT&T. Another sympathy with that would be Verizon, of course. And the last one I'm going to be looking at, this is just something that's been on my radar. I've been watching, just really, really undervalued, and that's DraftKings right now. Saw DraftKings hit a low, and just in my mind, I'm looking at this price and I'm thinking, geez, it's just flat out. It just seems undervalued. We know typically it has a lot of range up to $60. So I'm actually going to keep my eye on this one. Hit this low the other day, and it's off the low a little bit. So I'm just going to be looking for entries on this, whether it's a day entry or possibly even sooner. We like weekly entries, but that won't be for a long time. So I'm probably going to end up taking me some day starters on this one once it starts to go in my direction, maybe even sooner than that, maybe even a 4-hour. We'll see how that goes. But that's all I got this week, man. Looking just for a lot of value, man. Giving myself some time and just trying to take advantage. Stocks go up. Let's get it.
That's what's up. Appreciate that, broski. Mr. Check My Resume, Mr. Friday. What's good with you, bros? What you got for us this week?
What's good with it, FICO, man? I got a little something for everybody this week. Just a couple things. I think, to Boss Gang's point, we was very active yesterday during the red market. Obviously, we had been in TLT for a couple weeks now, so we were kind of expecting some bearish activity. And so, when that's happening, we just kind of sit and wait until it gives us a signal of reversal. And, as for me, Friday, TLT hit my target in terms of broadening formation. So I'm expecting it to reverse. If we do get more bearish activity, we have more support level, at least on the bonds. So I'm expecting people to rotate their money out of bonds back into individual stocks, which in turn will push the market back up. So I think we're pinning in reversal. A lot of the charts don't show us that because we've been pushing down. But I do got some that I feel will be strong plays going into next week and beyond. And yeah, I just wanted to mention that because I saw people like, oh man, I bet people ain't doing nothing today. And I'm like, well, shit, the Alpha Pack was making plays yesterday. So anyway, to get right into it, the first play I want to look at is Dollar General. Just wanted to talk about this one. Yesterday, this one really just showed a lot of strength in the morning as the market was pulling down. It did have some, I guess corrective activity in the afternoon, but we're looking at potentially reversing on the week above 228.67 on Dollar General. I like the setup there to go back into the trading range and potentially push back above 230 and hopefully getting the clear blue skies above 231, so 239 level. So we'll see on Dollar General, but I like the setup. I like the strength that it showed last week, especially Friday. Going back to FICO's comment on the chicken shortage, TSN, Tyson Foods, their charts look very bullish, so I just wanted to point those out. We've got a weekly reversal as well as a failed 2 down on the month. We did have a reversal on the day last Thursday and continuation Friday. So we're looking bullish on Tyson Tyson Foods right now. So above 83.08 is your entry level on the week for 122. And of course, we have the failed 2 down, and we're pushing up. And I'm thinking we're going to push to the other side of the range, which is around 85.61 on Tyson Foods. So definitely like the chart on that one. Haven't played it in terms of options maybe once or twice, but I'll take a look this week. Next one I saw that held up pretty decent last week was HD. So if you take a look at HD, we had a 2 down on the week, but it didn't push down very much. It's a slight 2 down. So I'm looking for this one to push back up above 415.93. Which then we'll go back and retest all-time highs of 416.56. And beyond that is clear blue skies. You're just going to have to watch the broadening formations and psychological numbers above that. But as you can see, HD did not really get pushed down like the rest of the market did. So either Friday or just the last week or two in general. So something to keep your eye on there, like the strength that HD showed there. Next one I have is ABBV, ABBV. I've actually never played options on ABBV, but if you look at the chart, you're like, wow. So we got a few different things that I noticed on ABBV. Obviously, first thing I saw was the inside month. We'll go 2 up on the month above 119.33. And then the second thing was the 312 potentially on the week. And so I like those weekly setups. You got the 312 above $119 flat, which we're close to that level now. We had a continuation 2 up on Friday on the day, and we have a 212 potentially on the 4 hour above 118.99. So you've got the 4 hour trigger and the weekly trigger that are a penny apart. So something that looks very enticing right there. So definitely going to keep an eye on ABBV. I haven't played these contracts, but I did take a look. There are plenty of bodies. So there's plenty of people at the party. So I just need to find out which contracts will pay me the best. Next one I have is Fedex. When you talk about fire looking charts, Fedex is looking fire. This one here, we got a 2 down hammer on the month. We're looking to push the range of 255 to the other side of that range, 255.30. We've got a hammer 2 down on the week, 241.59 is your level there. To go 2 up, 2 rev on the week. And then on the 4 hour, you got a Momo hammer on the 4 hour. So if you want to take an early entry, you got this Momo hammer above 241.31. So FedEx look fire. That thing strong. And yeah, there's really no major BS until the 280 level. You've got a bunch of daily BS though. So something to keep in mind. I like FedEx. That looks strong. Keep it moving. We've got Nokia. Really quick, just wanted to touch base on that. Boss Gang and myself are both in January. Nokia's. We've got triple inside months right now. We would break and create a double inside month break to the upside above $5.90. It held as an inside week this week, so above 579 would be your entry level to create a 212 on the week. So definitely liking the way Nokia held up. We've got inside day as well as an inside 4 hour. It's insides all around on Nokia. Inside. So that's what Nokia is doing right there. Next one, FICO brought this one up. That's Boot Alliance. And again, there's really not much to say there. I mean, it's similar setup to some of these other fire ones. 2 down hammer on the month, looking to test the other side of the range. Boot Alliance, which is at $50.98. You go to the week level, you see another hammer 2 down on the week. Entry levels above 46.58. And as we talked about Friday, this was one Boss Gang and I, we had pointed out during intraday trading. This thing was smoking during the day, showing relative strength. So I know some of the pack are already in this one, as well as Fedex, because I know we pointed these out during the trading hours Friday. But this wasn't a call out. This was something we spotted intraday, and they are giving fire setups for the week. So wanted to point that out. And then, a couple of stocks that showed they butt. One that showed they butt Friday, and that was Pepsi. Uh, Pepsi also had a great day Friday, which created a hammer on the week. So above 164.88 would give you a 322 on the week. And you're looking to take that puppy back to the 171.50 range potentially. That's the next broad formation. Really like to set up on Pepsi. If you know, we alerted that one last week, but it went outside week, stopped us out, and then just went crazy this week. So that's how things go sometimes. And then just on the diversity tip, I like I've been dipping and dabbling in utilities. SO, Southern Company is giving another entry above $63 flat. Will give you a 2-2 rev on the week. We're currently in the inside month, and above 63.95 would give you a 2-2 rev on the month back to the upside. So if you're looking for XLU stock, SO is one that's giving a nice looking setup as well. I know that boy Boss Game likes that XLU too as well. So that is all I've got. And back to you, FICO. Appreciate you, brother.
Yo. So, man, the setups that we actually finding in the process, had to sit through. I'm seeing some downward movement, made some chicken on some puts and things like that. Look, the market is what the market is. We find where the money resides. We trade that. If they want to sell off, we eat on some puts in the process. Hedge ourselves, because we know they're moving their money into bonds. Rinse and repeat. Process just keeps, tumbling over and over again. Before we get up out of here, y'all got anything, that y'all want to reiterate? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, get on the charts. Get on the charts. I see a lot of people that are in the group who they are putting in the time, whether it be, as a group collectively together, like they're finding we see who getting hot simply by who's putting the time in. No different than when it was just the six of us putting in as soon as the market was over. It's like, oh, how about get something to eat? And then we still back on the chart until like 1 a.m. Eastern time. You know what I mean? And then back up, early in the morning, do the same thing over again. This is 5 days a week. That you're going to become obsessed if you want to be great. Period. Simple as that. And especially with so many things that are in the process coming down, you're given more opportunity to be able to blow up your port. Even if that's the process of finding common stock plays and shares. The strat working for all of that. So utilize it, man. Utilize it. But that's all I got on that, man. Y'all got anything before we get up out of here?
No, I think, man, one of the main things I want to get across is, the market's it wasn't just bearish on Friday. It's been showing choppiness for the last couple of weeks. And I think people got to understand when certain plays get alerted, those are triggers or signals this is pending, this could potentially happen, take this play. Because I seen a lot of people lost in the wilderness, and I'm like, we alerting plays, and if you understanding the trends, TLT's running, we find the stocks with relative strength. I mean, Boss Game's alerting plays throughout the day. Friday, don't sign off because it's a bloody day. That don't mean nothing over here. So, I don't want to get too much into the front running aspect of it, but I think you gotta lock in and engage. We find stuff in any market conditions. So just engage and don't think because it's bloody we chilling. We rolling. We
Right.
Right. Red is for me, I'm looking at everything as an opportunity, and I want it to be hard for everybody else. Because if it's hard for everybody else and I can still win, that's just increasing the gap. So you come to Alpha Pack, you stick with us. Other day was a red day for most people. It was Thursday. Intraday XPEP call out. Swings.
Yep.
While the market's going down, we just flat out find where the money resides. Period. That's what we do. I'm damn near saying we're experts at it. You see all the charts that we're bringing up. So we're in these plays. We're up 30% on long contracts on red days. Long contracts. So y'all got to think about that. Make sure to like and subscribe. Follow us on social media. Get these alerts.
Yep.
This is what we do. This what we do. So
Yep. 100%.
we're
Man,
here to help.
we'll be back.
Educate. We gonna teach you. You stick with us. You stick with us.
Yep.
We'll be back live for Crypto Academy on Wednesday with Boss Gang VIP and Investing for Legacy. That'll be live 8 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and Twitter. And man, hit the website www.alphapacktrading.com. And from your boy FICO Jordan, Mr. Check My Resume and Boss Gang VIP. Man, it only work if you work it. Holla at y'all later. Peace.
All right. Peace.